Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host a recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. 27 jump. Let's go, let's go. Set up. 22 water. Let go. Military stop! Military stun! Let's go! Let's go! Trick 9B! Charcoal! Hold on! Ain't doing nothing! Here we go! Here we go! Check go! Phase 27 jump! Phase 27 jump! Set. gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Nebraska's offense will get first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bro.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Colorado's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
That's reeled in. It's Miller. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Buffaloes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they they can be more productive this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about...
It's a running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags in the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
Oh, a lot of space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off play action. Fires it incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Play number 10 on this drive, and his third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Husker! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Salter. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the run. There he goes. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Here we go, here we go. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on find that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Salter. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Rayola. Firing to the right, complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get into your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barney. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking to go up top in time, running out in the half. Quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Huskers will punt this one away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. But all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run it to the right side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Salter. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage of the back end defensively.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes... top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive?
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown! Colorado! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean...
There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. On the move, he fires. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
The Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Rayola. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor.
He's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Touchdown! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. On the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. The ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Nebraska! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The short hand, it's Williams. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch. You want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Salter. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
At the 38-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he rolls! Touchdown, Colorado!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Huskers want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the big fella. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back. Inside the 40, they'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We're set for a Power 4 conference matchup. It's the SEC versus the Big 12. Both sides looking for a statement victory today. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get the first swing today. This is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year. But this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out. It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Breaks free. Tackled, but first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Throwing off play action. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, but they'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
I really like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your...
Breaks into the clear. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Second and goal. They'll give him another chance. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Opening drive by this offense and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about yards by bringing it out of the end zone. So Alabama's offense gets their first crack now. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this quarter, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Here he goes. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown! Great catch and run for 6.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Point after, not right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up to the 15. They're going to run it. He gets loose. First down, looking for more now. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. That's an important first down on that running play. The shotgun running play call. Some hard running there through a tackle. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after a long loss. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves it over to 29. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. To throw, it's Salter. Looking for the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Gets the first and still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Even a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The offense already has 1 4-down conversion. They'll do it for a second time. Bringing pressure. There's contact in the throw. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th-down stop for this defense. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown. Tide. Strong by this quarterback. Simple throw. All the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Is handed off out of the shotgun. He's got the first down and still motoring. He's in the clear. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
It's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. So second down after the incompletion. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's capable of doing.
So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. So we're all tied up after that. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Gets out quickly to the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds and gain decent yardage.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. quarterback keeps it on the option. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
It's a quarterback keeper. It's a stiff arm.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They beat the blitz there, but the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They keep him guessing with a run. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of it. The clock is still running. Up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Deep ball caught inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. I'll start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. They get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Pass ball is incomplete. There's a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Took contact on the throw. He makes the grab. He's stopped at the 45, but that's good for a first down. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quick throw to the left. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Down Colorado. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll hand it off. And they bring him down right at the 20. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Offense coming back onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Fire to the right side, complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's just what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. We'll give it to the running back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
To throw, it's Simpson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Alabama. And jump on top here in the second half.
You talk about a clean performance by this guy. That's his fourth receiving touchdown of this game.
We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun handoff here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Same scale back, another carry. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. From the shotgun now, here's the inside give. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm with the football. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Salter. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
He's throwing for it on fourth down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee. Bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time we were on fourth down, they got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead of second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and
Breaks into the clear. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
He stopped and gets a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Oh, what a grab! Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10. The running back here on a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. And he tries to bounce it to the outside. There's just no room out there.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Back to throw. It's Salter. Quick throw to his receiver. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And now the handoff. He's got room to run. Here he goes. He's in the clear. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, tie. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He stays alive. The pocket breaking down. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Defense is coming after him. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
But the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The offense is out there. They're going to try for it again on fourth down. They're just 1 for 4. And this is going to be a safety. The offense able to fall on the loose ball, but will be a turnover on downs.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Back to pass. It's Simpson. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with to punt the football in their last possession. Leaning on the run game here. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown. Crimson Tide.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
51, Colorado, 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That's caught. It's Miller. Fighting him off. Zero running right. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver. So it's the instincts, and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Grab down the middle. It's Miller. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
That is broken up and incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath.
Swarm with a pass rush.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown. And he drops it on fourth down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Has the first down and more. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Miller. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks into the clear. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. It tests the middle, but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere. Here comes the bunch formation. So this team suffers what became a beatdown. We were not expecting this at all. And, wow, it's a head-scratcher.
Yeah, they've got a lot of soul-searching to do, in my opinion. You played a good team and got outplayed, but I think there are a lot of teaching points that can come out of a game like this. Hopefully, this coaching staff uses them.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Key narration volume set to 100.